I'm Michael Turner, and I have something incredible to share with you. But before we get started, the FTC requires that I make clear that income claims or results shown in this video are purely based on my own experience and are not typical. I'm making no promises or guarantees that you'll make as much money as I do, or that you'll make any money at all. After all, I don't know what you'll do with this information. And because I've never published this information before, that makes the typical result 0. So with that out of the way, let's get started. If you've just stumbled across this site, you have a choice. You can turn around and stumble back to your precious little safety spot, or you can come with me on a trip that will transform your life. Because I'm on a mission that has led me to a 5-figure bank account in 28 days. And if you want to change your life, this is the only chance you're going to get. Imagine something so powerful, it unleashes an untapped, explosive cash cyclone. Something so new and different to anything you've ever heard of or seen. So far off your radar, you can't even imagine what it might be. Because you've been led down the wrong path. In fact, you've been forced in the opposite direction. Until now. Imagine something with the power to blow apart your pathetic life and drop you head first into a life that exceeds your wildest dreams. Now imagine this life-changing transformation in the space of a few minutes. Nothing could prepare you for this. But be warned, this is so different to what you think. You might not have the stomach for it. We're about to go on a mind-bending journey. So far off the beaten path, you won't know where the hell you are or what hit you. But I need to explain how far I ventured, how long I traveled to escape empty promises and the deluded lies of those gurus who bestowed on me their precious secrets, only to mop the floor with me and wring me out for my last vestige of cash. Those gurus slayed into me. I was hung, drawn, and quartered for every freaking cent I had. I was mad. One of my former smoke jumper captains had a tattoo that said, "And die of nothing but a rage to live." This resonated with me. A few years ago, after being ripped to shreds by those heartless internet swines, I went in search of adventure. My rage at being drawn and quartered by those affiliate marketing savages was so raw, I set off on a solo, do-or-die mission to succeed at all costs. I was too proud to lay down and die. My journey led me to things and places I never imagined. In fact, looking back, I can hardly even believe it all happened. Because if I hadn't been shown certain things at a certain time, I would never have been propelled from the desert of empty lies to the pure and simple truth. I would not have what I have today. The secret to paydays like this. This is the place where the crap-spewing internet con artists get exposed and booed and hissed off their pedestals because there's a whole new power in town. Think you've got the guts? I truly doubt it. Look, I've found a hidden doorway to uncharted terrain. A place where I cashed in 4-figure paychecks each day within the first month of my awakening. I went to the ends of the earth and brought it back on this. And guess what? Now you can reap the benefits. Don't pity me. I'm better than ever. And if you listen up, you just might be too. I'm about to hand you the all-access pass to a guaranteed stream of mass cash paychecks, day after day after day. Chances are you won't take it. Probably easier to just focus on everything that's wrong with your life than to see what's staring you right in the face. Right? You probably like being told what to do 8, 10, 12 hours a day in and day out by some slob who signs your paychecks. You probably like to sweat and strain. You probably think it's impossible to earn more and work less, or not at all. You probably think that's a myth. So go ahead. Beat your head against the same old wall till you're lying there in a crumpled heap. To be honest, there's probably no room for you in the executive lounge anyway. And there's no smelly sweat allowed, so you wouldn't make it past the bouncer. If you're not ready to get on the fast track, tuck and roll, baby. Make room for someone else in that passenger seat. I have a limited amount of time only for people who are literally frothing at the mouth to see their affiliate accounts busting at the seams with infusions of hot cash. I know you don't get it yet, and I don't expect you to. All you need to know right now is I risked my very life to change my life. And now, yours. I'm talking about endless income that exceeds your wildest dreams. From internet traffic that runs on autopilot with no old school BS. No Google, no Yahoo, no article or content writing, no HTML code, no product development, no list building, no website, no reciprocal links, no partnerships, no ass kissing. If you're only mildly intrigued, then go ahead and buy another ebook or secret formula from the next big marketing genius. After you receive your BS in a box and the scam artist steals your cash again, maybe then you'll want to look me up. Oh, wait. You'll be sitting there with an empty bank account and more useless crap. So, do you want to keep your address in Loserville? Or do you want to witness staggering cash sums flowing into your affiliate accounts with guaranteed consistency? And upgrade yourself to a level that right now you can only dream of. Money like that changes more than just your address. It makes your entire life unrecognizable. I should know. That's my 5-figure income in a period of just 1 month, and that's just one of my accounts. Seem too good to be true? Sure it does. Because you've been told so many lies, you don't trust anything. But if you find this hard to believe, you won't know what's hit you when you see the whole picture. Because I have multiple accounts, which means multiple 6-figure earnings. Look at the Google Analytics from just one of my sites. 549,269 visits in a period of 30 days. Over 1.5 million page views. That's the kind of nonstop traffic I get, 7 days a week, while I chill in my pad, lie in the pool, or watch TV. I have to invent work for myself, because making endless reams of effortless cash sums can get boring. This is my life. I wake up when I want. I take my damn time eating breakfast. I have the TV on, the radio playing, and I know that when I open up my account, rows and rows of neat little numbers will appear before my eyes. Yet another mass influx of real, spendable cash. All of that without blackmailing, hacking, actors paid for their so-called testimonials. Oh, don't get me wrong. Those tactics work all right. They work for soul-sucking internet guru pimps who use them to steal millions from people like you and me every day. I'd rather go back to collecting disability, struggling and scraping with internet marketing than join their sleazy ranks. And let me get this straight. I'm not feeding you a bunch of bull about how I'm here to give people like you an honest leg up. I'm in a place right now where it's just too damn easy to make this much money. I'm bored with how easy it is. Seeing people like you fall for all their stupid lies just makes me laugh. To tell you the truth, I'm starting to get a kick out of showing people how blind they are, how easy it really is to generate easy income traffic. Still there? Haven't run away scared? Well, follow me. I need a change of scenery. Jealous? You should be. You see, when my rogue missions are done, I like to treat myself, and treat myself well, as you can see. That's just a preview of how you could be living just weeks from now, if you follow my lead. When I said I put myself on a do-or-die mission, I wasn't kidding. First, it was a mission for myself. A no-holds-barred, all-out, ball-busting expedition to regain what I'd lost. And now it's a mission for you, or anyone who really is brave enough to make life-changing income streams like this. That's not my account. That one belongs to Andy, a college student who let me show him my system a little over a month ago. No student loans for that boy. He plans to finish school and then sail around the world. After that, hey, who needs plans when you're a 22-year-old millionaire? I'm not getting paid to hand you another line of bull. Trust me, you won't find what I'm offering you in some guru's pricey ebook or flash presentation. This is where you'll find it. You have no idea what I put on the line to bring it to you. More of my motivation. Here's an account of mine that I just powered up. I went from bare minimum earnings, making just about enough to cover my lunch, to 4-figure cash sums each day and every day. Imagine how your life will change when you're soaking in a 4-figure daily income. That means 6-figure paydays every month, with no effort and absolutely no affiliate marketing knowledge or experience. That's how I changed my life. And that's how you will change yours, if you have the courage. Here's the straight shit on how I got it. I loved smoke jumping. Till we were battling flames on a steep slope and a landslide of boulders took half my leg down the hill with it. At least I got out with my life. You know the drill. Recovery, rehab, reassignment. So where did I land? Administration. A virtual death sentence. Part of me wished I hadn't even survived the accident. I am not a pencil pusher, and I've got way too much testosterone coursing through my veins to sit still at some computer. I had to get the hell out. Determined not to be confined to a 9-to-5, I gobbled up every ebook, software program, and secret success system I could find, trying to crack the code to internet success. In 6 months, I handed over more money than I had. I felt like rotting chum for the internet sharks. I was down to disability checks, and I was getting desperate. That is when I hit it off with Derek, a young guy at the gym. Derek's the kind of guy who just oozes wealth. You can tell just by looking at him, he's got money. I ain't just talking about his brand of clothes. Rich people have a certain confidence about themselves, and he had it. I made a comment about his Audi R8 one day, just to be friendly. He told me he made a fortune selling vacation packages. You guessed it, on the internet. Within 2 weeks, I was in his inner circle, investing thousands on credit cards in his training, but enjoying all the perks. For months, I didn't even realize it was a fraud. He was selling bogus vacations. I suspected him, but I tried to lay low while I learned what I could and found another venue. But I couldn't help feeling like just as much of a sleazeball as he turned out to be. 6 weeks later, Derek squeezed me out of the circle, saying I was too squeaky clean and honest to make it on the internet. Out thousands of bucks and jobless, my bills piled up. I couldn't find another job. I kept my bike, but I had to default on my condo loan. I'd sunk most of my injury money into the down payment. Disability wasn't cutting it, and my single mom had co-signed for me. I was going down fast and taking her with me. I could not believe that was actually my life. So eager to prove myself, I ended up desperate. I was furious. That internet scumbag scammed millions from others, financially raped me and my mother. Talk about rage! In less than a year, I had been totally fleeced by ravenous web junkies feeding off innocent people like me for a constant fix. I felt lost, and I figured the best way to deal with it was to actually get lost for a while. I took one of the vouchers for airfare I'd nabbed from Derek and planned a backpacking trip. The plane tickets were the only real things about the bogus vacation packages. I literally disappeared for 3 months. With a backpack full of gear, a head full of survival tactics, and a gut full of my rage to live, I set out to find something more to life. Now, like any good tourist, I wanted some mementos of my journey. I'd befriended this old medicine man who took a liking to me. Perhaps it was because he had a disability too. When an able-bodied person gives me their pity crap, I feel like shoving them off a cliff. But this guy was different, because he knew exactly what it was like to rely on your mind instead of your body to get you through life. One day, he packed his bags and said it was time to go. "Where?" I asked him. "It was the time," he said. "I go now, I come back, and it will be good." I discovered he was embarking on an annual family tradition. Each year, he took a week-long trek into the nature. He directly translated this journey as unearthing discovery for prosperity. For as long as he could remember, this voyage brought wealth for his family. Removing himself from modern life and living on the bare minimum, desiring nothing and feeling everything, great riches were unearthed, he told me. His deep voyage made my little trip sound like a package holiday. Hell, if this old disabled man can trek into the darkest elements, so can I. So I begged him to let me join, and he agreed. But he said it was customary to fast for 3 days of the trip. Now, I don't believe in no voodoo or spiritual hocus pocus, but this was a journey I will never forget. I saw things that week most people don't see in their whole lifetime. I smelled the breath of creatures I'd only seen on the Discovery Channel. I even escaped death a few times, taking 15-foot drops and landing in trees. We camped by night and traveled on foot by day, and we began our fast on the 3rd day. For the next 3 nights, I had all-consuming, awe-bending dreams. The same recurring face appeared each night in my dreams, shrouded with money. It was weird. I'd awake from them convinced they were still happening. It was like lights, like the Northern Lights, streaming at me and right through me at lightning speed. During this time, I realized the power of the mind. We walked miles each day, living on no food. But we were strong. We had a goal, a common purpose. Removed from everything, my mind was suddenly clear. I needed to make my own life, my own future. I needed to rely on only me. I wasn't a failure because I had no job. I was my own job. I had to make my own wealth from me. I dreamt for days on end about money. I kept seeing that recurring face, a face I couldn't place. And when it was time to go home, my mindset was transformed. I knew something was about to happen to me, and I was ready to find it. I moved in with my mom, which was totally humiliating, for a few months while I worked as a private, in other words, uncertified, personal trainer and researched internet opportunities again. All the while, the dreams continued every single night. I didn't know what the hell to think. I couldn't get Derek out of my mind either, and I knew somehow that while I was not capable of being a lying, cheating scumbag like him, a magnificent future lay before me online. So I did what every self-respecting and ambitious internet hopeful does when they first attempt to make it on their own. I scoured the search engines for money-making gems, desperate for that one path that would lead to diamonds. Ever done that yourself? I bet you have. Only difference between you and me is that I approached it in an entirely different way. I didn't actually believe the first thing I tried was going to make me $1 million. Now, I'm not going to lie and tell you I had thousands of dollars rolling into my account in my first few hours. In fact, for the first few hours, nothing happened at all. Annoyed and frustrated, I got onto support. This is one of the things that appealed to me about this software I was trying. The developers had a live support system where you could talk to some guy online and even actually see who he was. So I waited for a few minutes. And then my guy showed up. "Hi, how can I help you?" The usual jazz. I explained the problem I was having, and then I looked closer at his face. Remember those dreams I was having with the recurring face in them? This was the face from my dreams. I kid you not. Was I freaked out? You bet I was. And then the real shock occurred. I realized who he was. This was old Johnny Wilton from my school days. It was his face I'd seen in my dreams. We'd grown up on the same street before his dad died, when he and his mom moved to live with his grandparents in San Antonio. He didn't recognize me at first, but within a few minutes, it was just like old times. We both asked each other the exact same question: "What are you doing here?" Turned out, we both had the same idea. We were both hell-bent on making it online. Only difference was, I was looking for something to help me make money. He was trying to make it from the inside. He told me the software definitely worked because he had hard evidence that his boss was part of an inner circle who used it to claim huge cash sums each day. But he said there was an extra piece of code they used to connect it to the right places. This is what he didn't have, and this is what we made our mission to find. Over the next few months, Johnny did everything he could to get closer to that inner circle. Being a member of support, Johnny knew how to work the product to make at least $2,000 a month. I must admit, seeing those first few dollars roll in was incredible. Johnny explained that the real reason people couldn't get the software to work was their own stupidity. Apparently, a lot of people find it hard to follow basic instructions. I was a bit offended. He insisted that if they do exactly what they're told, they see the earnings cash in. So he showed me, and he was right. I started making an average of $2,000 per month, my best salary yet. But we wanted results like the big guys. We analyzed the code for months on end. We lived on coffee and Red Bull. This code generated a consistent sum of traffic to the site day by day, but we needed a way to multiply that traffic. We realized it was a case of who you knew. The closer we got, the itchier we grew. How could we crack the code of this inner circle? What was it? Finally, Johnny's boss relented and informed us that traffic in its millions comes from one place: the inner circle. Our software needed to be connected to the inner circle for our traffic to grow into an army of millions, canonizing the waves of the internet. And for that, we needed the forbidden code. It took us 6 months and 12 days to be exact, but we did it. We shot, and we sure as hell scored. The forbidden code was ours, and our lives would never be the same again. The result? Just check out this account of mine. You're about to get a tour back through the history of an account I opened in February of this year. Over $48,000 that month alone. Here's that same account in June. Over $230,000 in 1 month. What would you do with that kind of cash from multiple accounts? The sky's the limit, baby. We took that code and translated it into a traffic automation program, a cyclone that sucks in affiliates at exponential rates. And now we're helping other people benefit from this system. Check out Amanda and Todd. They started using it 9 months ago. Now they travel half the time for hedonism and half the time to visit and refurbish orphanages in the poorest parts of the world. Meanwhile, their accounts keep churning in cash like this. But back to that first fateful morning. Johnny and I plugged the software into one of my old ClickBank accounts and waited with pits in our stomachs. Exhausted, we popped open some more Red Bulls at 9 a.m. and made a toast to driving in. Then he went to work and I hit the gym. 9 hours later, we had 792 visitors to the account. We had well over 50,000 visitors in the first week. In the first month, 339,674. I have that number memorized forever because it changed my life automatically. And that automation results in profits like this. It's simple. I'm no programmer, and you don't have to be either. It's fast. You don't even have to wait 24 hours to see results. It runs on autopilot. It works with any affiliate network, even your own website. It creates passive income with unstoppable momentum. All automatic. Your only effort is checking in on the astounding results from the 2 billion, yes, that's a billion, web users searching for affiliate niche products. Here's a ClickBank account that I opened just yesterday morning. Now here's that same account just 24 hours later. From $0 to $800 overnight. Welcome to Point Click Commissions. What would you do with a storm of cash crashing into your accounts 24/7? If you've ever experienced four-figure profits like that before from affiliate marketing, go ahead, click out of this site. But be warned, you don't have the forbidden code. The forbidden code is not written in everyone's future. We dedicated ourselves to finding that code, and we found it in a pit of furious dedication. But you do have me, remember? I'm the cocky but generous, good-looking, one-legged gimp who's making you the offer of a lifetime from my good fortune. And you know what? You're lucky I'm the one that found it. Because only a millionaire with attitude and a vendetta against the prevailing internet scumbags would have the balls to share something like this. Sure, I could have kept this amazing software to myself. So why do I want you to reap the benefits of point-click commissions? Well, here's why. Call it karma. I don't know why my life was granted the forbidden code, but I figure don't ask too many questions about a good thing, so why start now? Call it empathy. I know what it feels like to lose everything. I know how it feels to be driven by rage. Wouldn't want you to end up with an ulcer or something. Call it good old-fashioned vengeance. Live vicariously through me for a minute. Imagine standing atop the highest mountain you've ever climbed. Imagine doing so with just one good leg. And picture yourself saying F you to every ravenous internet marketing predator who laughed while you agonized as they drained the blood from your accounts. Besides, I know how it feels to say yes. When was the last time you said yes without checking your balances first? Well, get used to it. When your woman wants a trip to the south of France, repeat after me. Yes. When your kids want a swimming pool, come on, you can do it. Yes. When your waiter at the steakhouse asks if you'd like to select your wine from the reserve list, yes. There you go. you're catching on. When you look at yourself in the mirror, hardly recognize yourself, and think you'd look good in a new suit or a new Maserati or whatever, yes. And yes is what you'd say if you saw something besides spam in your inbox. Something like instant deposit notifications. Lots of them. One right after the other. Imagine my yes when I went to withdraw $40 from my ATM and saw over $40,000 worth of automatic deposits. So, what is this cash-sucking system worth? $500? $1,000? $5,000? Heck yeah! But why? Like I said, making money is just too easy for me now. And I'm starting to like the idea that I could transform a total stranger's life. So I've decided to put point-click commissions within your reach. Because I know that there is no way you can find it if I don't. This is too far off your radar. It's too different from everything you've been brainwashed into believing. Frankly, without me, there is 0% chance of you ever gaining access to this life-changing technology. But there's one problem. I only have so much room in my executive lounge. If you want to give up your all-access pass, there's 100 people in line right behind you just dying to grab it. Frankly, this is probably your last chance to get in. We're going to rope off the entrance soon. Look, trying to put any price on this is almost insulting. So I may as well make it affordable to anyone with the guts and vision. Johnny and I counted 107 Red Bull cans at the end of the couch when we were done designing this thing. So that's what I'm going to let it go for. A steal at $107. But wait, no. If you're one of the first 100 to buy right now, you're under the door for under $50. In fact, just $49.95 gives you a life free of stress and a 4-figure cash income for the rest of your days. That's right. Get this program now for just $49.95. I know, you're amazed. Good! Even at that price, there's no risk. Absolutely none. Act now. The next steps happen automatically, remember? Check out Allison here. She cleared over $68,000 in her first 3 months. She opened a yoga studio a month ago and offers classes purely on donation because she has time to do what she loves. How'd you like to be able to call your own shots for life for a $49.95 risk-free investment? That's right, no risk. Try PCC for 60 days. If it doesn't work out, fire off an email to me and I'll refund all of your $49.95. So basically, you can still make a considerable fortune and demand your money back. No skin off my back. Your $49 doesn't mean a damn thing to me. But seriously, if you're not absolutely satisfied, you'll get your $49 back immediately. Sadly, though, that would be the last instant deposit notice you ever get from me or my system. Your choice. Remember, the ones who like their quaint little homes in Loserville clicked out of this video at the very beginning. But you're still here and ready for an upgrade. Claim it! When you're working in the millions, upgrades are easy, but you gotta grab it. Go on. You've got 2 hands, use them. I'll tell you who will snap it up. Your beloved gurus, that's who. If so, you're the dumbass who missed your chance to number 1, get even, and number 2, change your life in exponential ways forever. How many ways can you think of that you'd like your life to change? What if you could change it not just with one windfall, but with never-ending opportunity? With profits that roll in from one account after another while you're busy living? There's only one thing you can do to get your hands on this. Click that sexy button. It's your choice. instant cash money on tap forever, or just another day wasted in front of the screen. It all comes down to choice, and the choice is yours. At this point, it's one or the other, success or failure. If you don't hit buy now, this won't be your last failure. If you leave now, you've walked away from the easiest success you could ever imagine. For the rest of you who make the smart choice, keep in touch. Let me know how your life changes. Maybe we'll catch up over a bottle of fine wine in the south of France. I told you I was on a mission. You hold the fate of my mission in your hands. If my mission was successful, you are about to take the first step of your own mission. The mission to take your dreams out of your head and put them into your life with automated profits to make them reality. Buy now. Your mission awaits. Take it off the map, off the charts, to places you'd never imagined. I wish for you an excellent adventure. Seriously, this offer won't last for long. Buy now and redeem yourself before those people in line behind you shove you out of the way. If you're too scared to do it now, you'll be too scared to do it forever. The opportunity's sitting here staring you in the face. Take it or leave it. It's only you who has to live with the regret of your decision. In the time it's taken for you to listen to the last 5 lines, 10 other people have purchased the power to change their lives. So buy now before it slams down on you forever. Come on, click the button. Michael Turner out.